Well, 86's video is very important about uplifting the quality of our life by treating our individual tasks as very important, as if many people depend upon it, which is absolutely the case. We're interconnected with everybody, with other people, in a way that we probably don't quite understand as well as we should. And I know that's the case with me. Now, in my other career, I sometimes didn't understand why people didn't see things the way I did, and tried to set up my workday in part to try to get people to understand that there was a certain way to do things and a certain purpose behind what we did that made a big difference in the world. But that's not the case with everybody. Most people are going through life basically to make a buck to survive. They really don't much care about what they do beyond a certain point, unless it's a matter of life and death. If it's that, then they begin to care about it. But otherwise, they don't. There's always a long build-up to a military operation. It's not all just about a lot of glory and so forth, and flame and blowing up things. There's a lot of other things involved with it too. And although I've made certain statements here to the world of YouTube about how I felt about American expansionism, I have to also say that we are not the only ones in the world. There are others that would like to do the same thing if they had the strength to do it, but they don't. And that does not mean that I'm a pacifist. And so when I was working for the Air Force, I always treated that job as if it was very, very important for me. And I looked at the job of airlifting supplies, personnel, medevacs as the most important thing that I could do in contributing to the security of the United States as far as I was concerned. And I still look back on it that way. My experience working in Roebling Wire Mill in the 1960s and up until late 1970 was to me a very important job, and one that I'm still proud of. I still am proud of the fact that I can remember the whole process of working in the hot mill, or the hellhole as they used to call it. And to me, I was very, very, very proud of that. I liked the way I did the job, and I was complimented on it. Others noticed it and said the same thing. So I think that makes a big difference in our psyche, in our self-image, and the way other people will do their jobs too, because they tend to pick up the pace and think positive as well. I wish I could do that all the time, but I can't, of course. I'm only human, and it's not possible for me to constantly keep that up. I'm probably weaker than most people in that respect. My relationships with other people are certainly lacking. I should treat them a little bit better, and I'm going to try to make a point to do that in the future. But for right now, it's a matter of getting my head together on a few things, because I am going through a few things right now that I need to settle with and to try to move on with a little bit more of a purpose in life. And it's one that I would choose myself. I think we are the ones that choose our purpose. There is nobody that's going to come down and intervene to do that for us. We have to announce our own purpose to ourselves. We are our own democracy and our own dictatorship. And how we carry that around makes a big difference in how people see things themselves, and especially see you. It does matter what other people think. How you respond to that, however, is extremely important. And you'd be surprised how things can happen. Well, anyway, I'm rambling on now, and a lot of what I say is meaningless. I know these videos are new to me, trying to get a little bit more professional at it. It could be that I'm not getting enough sleep before I make them. Now, this is another one of the sleepless nights that I've had recently. So sometimes I'm a little bit exhausted when I do this. So I'm going to try to think about this a little further. And I think it's a good subject for another video. So that's it for now.